Welcome friends to the Gamer Down. This is your host, Dark Hostess. And today we are looking at Hunted, the Demon's Forge, new game by Bethesda, using the Unreal Engine. And they're not using the Oblivion engine, they're using the Unreal Engine, and you'll see why. It's a completely different type of gameplay. It's a lot more action-y, there's a lot more combat, well, it's constant combat. But this turned out to be a pretty cool game, and the graphics are very nice too, as you can expect with the Unreal Engine. There's also a ton of features and a ton of voice acting in this game, so it's really well done. It's very high budget, obviously, and it is a very, very cool game that is beginning to really grow on me in just 30 minutes of gameplay. But that really isn't surprising. Bethesda are master game makers and master storytellers. I've always been a really big fan of Bethesda games, and they really haven't let me down over the years. All of their games have been quite entertaining and quite enjoyable. And this is, something new that I just saw on Steam, and I thought, hey, I'll give this thing a try. It's Bethesda. I'm going to go ahead and spend the rest of my birthday money. Yeah, May was a good month. Besides being my birthday, so many games came out. It was crazy. So let's watch this intro together.
Desire can be yours. Riches, comfort.
Who's there?
And so the game finally begins, and you start off in a dark dungeon type place and are greeted with a menacing female voice, and that's pretty much where it starts. And you just have to feel your way around for the very first part of this. And the beginning is basically a tutorial, which they wrapped up very nicely into the game itself. So you don't really realize you're taking a tutorial because you're more involved with the game. And this isn't that cool how the spider webs just evaporate with your fire like that. That's awesome, those little details. So I'll try not to talk over all this voice acting. There's so much voice acting, I want you to be able to hear it.
Where are you? Are you still there?
Yes. You are so close. dreaming about her again?
It's not funny, Alara. These dreams feel so real. And this one ended in a way I did not like at all.
No happy ending this time? What a shame. Caddoc, you keep dreaming about a woman you don't even know. It's probably a combination of that barmaid you couldn't keep your eyes off of and a piece of undigested boar meat.
Well, rotten boar meat would explain the ending. Let's get some sleep. We need to be at the Fountain of Alicia by morning.
So that was basically your first scene and your introduction to the game. And you can already tell what a very, very high quality the cutscenes are, the voice acting is, and all the little story elements that draw you into these types of games. And now the very first quest begins.
There was something about that dream. It may have been some kind of omen.
You're being paranoid.
I'm being cautious. If something's waiting for us, it's best to be prepared.
You worry too much.
And you don't worry enough.
Worrying gets you nothing but wrinkles, old man.
Old man? You're twice my age, elf. And half as mature.
And 10 times prettier. There. The entrance to the fountain is just across that bridge.
So it is. What do you say we go make a fortune, girl?
The wizard who hired us said this job was a cakewalk.
And so the actual real game begins. And here's a look at some of the menus. And there's your journal and your gold that you acquire as you venture through the game and kill mobs. And you start off playing the female character. And she's pretty awesome. She has a varied of a ranged attack and a melee attack as well. She's pretty badass. Let's just put it that way. And I believe you can switch in between both of these characters. And like I said, this is a first look review. And I am not a master of all the controls yet. This is me very beginning of playing this game, I'm just starting this game, and, you're here with me, starting it as well.
No way up. You'll have to shoot that rope out. That should drop the ramp. There's something out there. Better shoot that rope, and fast.
And the controls are very easy.
Kala, get up here.
One thing about the controls, they remind me of like a first-person shooter more than a hack and slash. But I really like the controls quite a bit.
Movement ahead.
There. Rattling crawlers.
Big ones. Hungry, too.
You're not helping, Alara. You know how I feel about bugs.
And you can see there's just a ton of voice acting in this game. But just let me break in here and just say that I really like this game quite a bit. I'm giving it an 8 out of 10 stars. And I really like this game. I think that if you're looking for something different from your general hack and slash, and something that will really involve you and really take you in, that's one thing that I found about this game is I found myself being drawn into the story very quickly, and that's just due to Bethesda's master game makers. They're masters of game storytelling, and I knew that when I saw Bethesda, I knew it was going to be a good game, and I'm already really enjoying this game, and I'm really liking the controls already. So in addition to ranged combat, you're also given melee combat. And it's one of my only complaints and one of the only reasons that I am giving this game an 8 out of 10 is because when you are involved in some of the combat, like, when you do your first move for your sword, you're locked into that move, and it feels like, it feels kind of weird, and I don't like that. It's like you are getting some sort of lag in response, and See, like, you know, like when I throw my body like that, it's like your whole body is in that position, and you can't turn around or anything like that.
Fill your flask, girl.
And this entire game is just full of voice acting. It was 2 DVDs big. It's a really hefty install. So I'm trying not to speak over all the voice acting and ruin it, but, you know, I have to give my review.
Blood of the goddess. Ilara, look here. I know that door. I saw it in my dream. It's an omen, Ilara. We have to see what's in there.
You know me. I'm always happy to open strange doors with screaming faces carved above them.
Looks heavy. Better give me a hand opening it. Get over here and help me, Ilara, before more crawlers show up. Ilara, over here. I think we can squeeze through. Stay sharp, girl. No telling what's down here.
Your dream promised riches.
It also promised a demon.
Don't tell me you're afraid of demons as well as bugs.
I'm not afraid of bugs, just concerned by them.
And one thing I must comment on is the beautiful scenery of this game. The art direction of this game is
A man
wonderful.
could retire to a
It's
place
beautiful
like this.
everywhere you look.
You can retire when you're dead.
No, you can't.
Caddoc, that strange stone.
Yes, and stranger yet, it's the stone from my dream.
Interesting.
I just had to shoot it to see what happens. And this is another little complaint I have. Well, besides the game freezing up, but that was due to fraps. It wasn't due to the game, so I will forgive that. Anyway, when you are locked in combat, like such as with your bow, you're locked in that one position.
What is that?
At last our paths have crossed, warrior.
You, from my vision.
Yes. My name is Seraphim, and those visions are a foretelling of the riches and power I can provide you.
I told you, Ilara, it was much more than just a dream.
Wait, this is your dream girl?
I'd say she looks promising.
Let us start with a favor.
What do you need?
Besides a little sun.
There's no need for your snarky nature, Huntress, for what I require is quite simple. All I ask is for you to pick up the Death Stone before you.
Pick it up. A Death Stone.
The stone goes far beyond such literal nonsense. It has many powers. It allows me to channel the energy of certain crystals into its bearers. Collect these crystals and present them to me, and I can grant you powers beyond your wildest dreams.
And where do we find these crystals?
They lie scattered throughout the realm. Their capabilities forgotten to all but a few, so pick it up.
But it's a Death Stone next to a dead body.
Oh, you must trust me. Time is not eternal, and I need your aid. I am bound to the Death Stone, an artifact that stands between the living and the...
Ilara, no!
What was that?
That was you not listening to me.
He knows. He knows you have bonded with the stone. He is coming for you.
You were right.
I was right in the quill caverns, too. Skeletons. All the beings of every god's breeding are, and this is your fault.
And I just want to break in here and give you my final thoughts on this game and the review. This game is full of cutscenes. It's full of voice acting. The controls, they have a few issues, but it's nothing game-breaking. The controls are very enjoyable. The combat is very enjoyable. It plays more like a first-person shooter, but the cutscenes and the heavy voice acting really involve you in the game. So I'm giving this game an 8 out of 10 stars. It's a wonderful game, and if you're looking for something maybe a little different along the medieval lines, and it's sure a hell of a lot better than that Dungeons and Dragons game that came out recently, then this might be the game for you. This is a very good, well put together game, high budget game. And this has been Dark Hostess for The Gamer Down, your source for the latest game reviews and MMO content. Thanks for joining me.
Things